What's going on YouTube? It's the Game Zombie here with an all-new video on Mortal Kombat 11. So after MK11's big reveal, we now know that there have been some significant changes to the tried and true formula of Mortal Kombat. We have new meters, we have the elimination of the run button, we have these new finishers, we have a new combo system. There's just a ton of new things that we don't quite understand just yet and don't have too many details on, but I'm here to reveal some of those details and hopefully clear some stuff up. So Dinesh Saeed, a designer and animator and senior artist over at NetherRealm Studios, has been very vocal on Twitter. If you guys don't follow him on Twitter already, I definitely recommend it. I will leave a link to his Twitter page in the description box below. But he has definitely been very active, and he's actually pretty good about responding to people. Now, one of his followers tweeted out, "I've played all MKs, I'm able to pull off long combos. This time around, you guys made the combo system shorter, but with higher damage. I understand the direction you guys are going in, but for someone like me, who plays a lot of fighting games, I am not a huge fan of this change." Now, this sentiment is shared by many. I know a lot of bigger guys in the Mortal Kombat community, competitive fighters particularly, that are very disappointed about this. They knew this prior to the launch. It had already kind of leaked amongst the bigger players that NetherRealm is actually trying to make the game more and easily adoptable, and a lot of people were using the term Street Fighter. They're comparing it to Street Fighter. They want to tap that market and kind of bridge the gap between anime fighters and NetherRealm fighters, and they're hoping that kind of dumbing down the combo system, I guess, will make that transition easier, because when it's all said and done, it's all about the bottom line. They want more people playing their game, they want more people in competition, they just want more buzz, because all that means more money. So Dinesh Saeed actually replied to this tweet, and he said, "That's totally fair. As you guys can see in the video, long combos aren't dead, but they might be less common and require more planning and strategy. MK11 will feel different, there's no doubt about that. Hopefully when it comes out, you'll enjoy it in a different way." So he is confirming, yeah man, we did kind of dumb it down, we did make some changes, I'm not denying that at all, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it. You know, big combos are still there, but they're not as big as they used to be, and there's just not going to be that many of them. So he's confirming it, you guys. So if that's something that, you know, you really play Mortal Kombat for, is those really big bread and butter combos, you know, you're going to be disappointed, I'm sorry to say. I don't only play the game for that, but it's definitely, you know, one of the things I look forward to. So that's a hard pill to swallow, man. I really didn't enjoy reading that, but I'm not going to let that ruin the game for me. I'm still going to try to enjoy it. We're just going to have to wait and see. So next, we got a bunch of information today, and I got to give props where they're due. Angry Joe did a fantastic job interviewing Ed Boon. He uploaded the video today, and I will leave a link to that in the description box below, but props to Angry Joe. He just did a phenomenal job. You know, he was only given about 10 minutes, and it's loud. You know, he's probably having a lot, you know, some anxiety, you know, Ed Boon, and all the endorphins and everything, and he just did a really good job staying on topic and getting as much out of Ed Boon as possible in those 10 minutes. So he addressed a lot of things, pretty much going down the list. X-rays are gone. There's no more X-rays. Basically, it all comes down to that crushing blow. The crushing blows basically replace the X-rays. So if you guys are expecting to see X-rays in Mortal Kombat 11, you're going to be disappointed because they're not there anymore. No tag team. I know a lot of people were wondering if tag team was going to resurface. Ed Boon confirms there is no tag team in Mortal Kombat 11. Now, another big thing, you know, these meters. I'm sure you guys heard during the big reveal, there's an offense and a defense meter, and that offense meter directly affects your special moves. So you could still do your basic special moves, but when you meter burn, which if you're on Xbox or PlayStation, when you hold down one of the triggers and do your special move, it makes that move enhanced or gives it armor, or, you know, makes Scorpion Spears double instead of a single, or Liu Kang's, you know, Fireball, you know, instead of 1, it's 2. That burns that offensive meter and is limited, so you have to build back meter to use your specials. It's the same thing as the older Mortal Kombats, but now instead of just 1 meter, you have 2 meters, 1 for defense, 1 for offense. So it's pretty much just the same stuff. I know people see a new thing and they get stuck on it, but I really wouldn't worry too much about this, and I'm sure they'll be tweaking how much these meters drain and burn as well as they get farther in the game's lifespan. Now, story details. So pretty much a lot of people were speculating just how exactly these time shifts and these, you know, alternate timelines and time travel, how is this all going to play? And we pretty much guessed how it's going to go down. I keep calling her Chronica. Ed Boon pronounces it Chronica. So Chronica is basically, you know, just kind of like a watcher. She's been just kind of kicking back, manipulating time, and making sure that things go down according to her plans. And Raiden kind of screwed that all up. So she goes back to the very beginning, you know, MK1, and she starts, you know, trying to manipulate things and put things back on her path. And so that's why we're seeing a lot of these older characters meet these newer characters, just like we saw in the very first announcement trailer. And what's really cool about this is Ed Boon pretty much confirms Liu Kang and Kung Lao. He said it's really cool how you'll see younger versions of fighters fighting newer versions of themselves. And then, you know, literally a minute later, he's talking about Liu Kang and Kung Lao. but we already know that they're in the game. I mean, we saw them in the cinematic trailer. Just for all those pessimists out there, all those naysayers, he's pretty much confirming that. And then another big confirmation, you can't have a new Mortal Kombat game without the Crypt, and Boon confirms that the Crypt will indeed be making an appearance, and he said that it's its best one yet, and he says that about every single game, and every time he's right. I really enjoyed the Mortal Kombat X Crypt, and so I can only imagine it's just probably going to be 2 times the size, just hopefully not as many jump scares, because sometimes those things just catch me off guard, and I almost piss myself. So enough of the jump scares in the Crypt, NetherRealm, just stop it. He talked about the Towers of Time briefly, and it's pretty much what we already kind of knew. It's basically the Injustice Multiverse Towers and Mortal Kombat X's Living Towers combined. It pretty much just looks like the Living Towers to me. You know, they're just time sensitive, nothing really special there. It's just probably just gonna be the same old stuff. And then finally, the last big talking point, he discussed the gear system, and it's pretty much, you know, self-explanatory. It's basically just, you know, the Injustice 2 gear system, but it affects different things. Obviously, it's not the exact same, but it's very similar. And I called that even before the big reveal. I mean, it's pretty obvious. They're just using, you know, the best assets that they had from Injustice 2 and implementing them in Mortal Kombat 11, which is smart. If you have a good thing going, you know, you just kind of want to strip it down and rebuild it, and that's exactly what they're doing. And in my opinion, they're doing a great job. So yeah, you guys, I do recommend going over to Angry Joe's channel and checking out the full interview. It's only 10 minutes, and it's really, really well done. A lot of information packed into a short amount of time. And I'm interested to know your guys' thoughts, particularly on the combo system, because Mortal Kombat, in my eyes, is a staple for combos. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I enjoy NetherRealm games over every other fighter. I can never really get into anime fighters because I just really enjoyed how fluid and how flashy the Mortal Kombat combos were, along with the story and fatalities and gore and all that stuff. But definitely kind of bummed out about the whole dumbing down a shorter combo thing. So let me know how you guys feel about that. And just overall, what changes do you guys want to see? What changes are you guys happy about? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe.